right, I think we're gonna get started, y'all. I'm gonna close this door and play a little intro video for about 2 minutes. After the video plays, then we'll get into it and we'll start the class. And I'm gonna lock the door. At any point during the presentation, if anyone has any questions, feel free to raise your hand. And yeah, let's do it. This is How to Adapt. I'm Professor Adapt. By the way, thank you guys all for showing up. I really appreciate it. And yeah, let's do it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll just maybe.
I'll lock it after the video.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Because we got till 10:50 here in first period. All right, so this is a little intro video. After this video is done playing, I'm gonna lock the door and then we're gonna get into it. But it's a little background on me. I'm about to lock the door and actually get started. Okay, so that was a little intro. The door is locked. We're gonna get started now. I'm Professor Adapt. This is How to Adapt. Once again, thank you guys. How's everybody feeling?
Good.
Good?
Awesome.
You guys had a good Streamer U experience?
Oh, yes.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna get into it, and what I'm teaching is adaptability, okay? So this is the ability to adjust one's thinking skills or behavior in response to changing circumstances while continuing to achieve desired outcomes. He's late. I can't let him in. I can't let him in.
Yeah. That's the homie.
He did not adapt properly.
Yeah, do I let one person slide? What time is it?
That's the homie. Look.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll let him slide.
Maybe like 30
After the
seconds. It's 30 seconds.
Okay. All right,
man.
Listen. You're gonna be the one exception. Come in, grab a seat.
Okay, cool.
Come and grab a seat. All right, listen. Door's locked. Now we're getting started. Adaptability. All right, listen. This is the ability to adjust one's thinking skills or behavior in response to changing circumstances while continuing to achieve desired outcomes. All right. This is a trait I feel like I possess pretty well that I've done through different eras of my life and my career. When I started back in 2015. In the next slide, as you can see here, this was my high school checkout form. Right. I don't know if any of you guys went to college. I didn't. I graduated high school and got a call straight to the big league, so I had to go. Yeah, I moved into the New York house with 5 of my friends to make YouTube videos. This is what I put on my checkout slip. And I remember at the time when I put this, I got called to my guidance counselor's office, and they told me that I was making horrible decisions. I had everybody in there. I had my parents in there. I had other teachers telling me that this was not a viable career path, you know, and this was something that I did in 2015. Yes, it's a long time ago. You know what I mean? I have tweets here showing, like, even when I was in high school, I was really grinding for this, to be a YouTuber and chase these dreams. And this was before this was really looked at as something serious. Now today, where it's a Streamer U, right? Like 1 million people applied. They're handing out droids. Like, this is something that now people recognize is real, but at the time they didn't. I can't do it.
You're late.
Stop being late, bro. Lock in.
I can't do it.
What?
You can walk over there and tell him, baby.
Come in.
Go see Bean tonight.
Who? It's locked, bro. You're late.
Give us valid enough reason.
I'm the class president. I didn't have time. I was trying to upload my clips and I lost track
Okay.
of time.
That is pretty valid. Okay, we.
That's bad time management. I'm not letting them in personal.
Fit today?
Yeah,
I
here.
didn't have time to do it. Oh, look at my fucking
Oh, it's
fit.
you.
I didn't have time to do shit.
Perfect.
Yo, how you doing?
No,
Okay.
you're trying to lock me out.
Okay.
The fuck?
Wait, so you are the class president, right?
Yeah.
Why were you, what happened? Why'd you end up? Why were you late?
You want?
Because I was trying to upload all, I don't have anybody to clip for me, so I clip for myself and upload them.
Oh, okay.
The way I was looking at the schedule made me think I didn't have class until 11.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sounds
then
like
I looked at it,
excuses.
And I was like, are you class president? Ooh.
Hey, it's okay. Listen, it's fair. I hear you.
But I'm here.
I understand. Yeah, you're here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
And
Moving tables left.
I was
Yeah.
moving tables.
Yeah.
He was moving tables.
yeah, I get the grind too. I get it. So you clip for yourself?
Yes.
Wow, that is.
I was
crazy.
doing that this morning. I
Um,
was like, let me get it over.
Okay, well, we're getting started here with the lecture. My name's Adapt, Professor Adapt. I'll teach you guys the ability to adapt. And this is a little synopsis of my career, just through some screenshots. I started out as a YouTuber, really as a trick shotter, 15 years ago. And throughout my career, I have evolved my content in different directions based on just the general direction the internet is going, and that's kind of what I'm here to teach you guys through my experiences and how I did it and how some of you maybe can do the same. And this is how it started, right? And after this, right, instead of moving into or applying to college, I moved into the New York Phase House, where I was the youngest in the house at the time, and the blueprint of this content house was and is still used today. Yes.
You said that you were a trick shotter.
Yeah.
Back in the day, a lot of trick shotters used to fake their trick shots. Did you ever fake your shit?
Did I ever fake my trick shots?
Did you ever fake your trick shots?
Absolutely not. Never once, and that is insane to even throw that around. Yeah. Match bonuses, XP, full Elgato recordings, everything to back up these claims. Anyways, at any point too, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. So we go to the next slide. At 17, I moved into the New York Phase House. Across the country, from Arizona to New York, it was kind of like a scary thing at the time. I was pretty anxious and unsure. But also at the same time, I knew that what I was doing mattered. Yeah, the haircut back then was a little bit different. But I knew what I was doing mattered, and I also believed in myself, right? And one of the main things that every single one of you need to do in order to achieve not just streaming, but anything in life is you need to believe in yourself. If you don't have like almost a delusional belief in yourself, you will not achieve your goals. It's gonna be really hard. And it's also gonna be really hard for other people to believe in you. If you don't believe in yourself, how is anybody else supposed to believe in you? You know what I'm saying? So this is something that I always believed in, right? Even at the time when people didn't, and this can even be shown today with streaming and where I'm at with Core. We could go through a few more slides, but this is today, right? I actually got a Core member right here in the class. Shout out Jason and Wayne, right? So, yeah. So the blueprint from the New York Phase House, we're still using today, 11 years later. But a lot of things have changed in my life personally. At the time, I was the youngest in the house. Now I'm the oldest, you know. And yeah, actually Silky's right behind me. But yeah, it's something that wasn't easy for me to do. You know what I mean? And 15 years in the game, pretty much dedicated my life to something and then dropped it to do this, and it's been a great decision. I feel like I'm really glad with the direction Core is going and everything. It was a hard decision that we all made together. You know what I mean? And that brings me to my next slide. Adaptability. This is another definition of the word. Adaptability isn't pretending you're okay. It's recognizing that your usual ways of functioning may not work during periods of stress, anxiety, depression, or burnout, and being willing to adjust rather than judge yourself. This is something that is a little bit more real and more serious that I wanted to talk about, and I'm glad that I have this opportunity as a professor to talk to all of you, because someone asked me yesterday how I deal with burnout or how I dealt with it at different points in my career. And at the time when he asked me, I kind of repeated myself. I didn't really answer it in the way that I feel like I should have, because it's hard for me to talk about some of these things. So I'm going to talk about a few moments in my life where I've dealt with burnout and been in some different places. And before I do that, can I just get a show of hands? We could go to the next slide. Have anyone dealt with any of these issues? Depression, anxiety, burnout, mental health at all ever in your career? Everybody. Okay, everyone. Thank you. All right, so we could go back to adaptability. Yeah, we all have been there. And I just want to be here to tell you guys you are not alone. There was a time in my life before I started streaming when I was after YouTube, right? Because I started making YouTube videos, had million subscribers, and then I got burnt out, and I just fully kind of stopped doing all of this and took a step back. And at the time, I didn't really know what I was doing, you know what I mean? And I was in a really dark place, and it's a lot easier to sit in that dark place and ruminate and be sad and dwell on all the things that happened in your past, right? And all the things that, you know, mistakes you made or times you felt alone or fucked up and just kind of sit in your room with the blinds down, only consuming sad media, just getting trapped in your head. And that's what I did a lot of the time. I just would be there and I would constantly think about, did I already do what I am supposed to do in my life when I was a kid with the New York Phase House and everything? Because I was not streaming, I was not making content anymore, and I love making content. I always have. And it was something that at the time was really confusing for me because it became something that I slowly hated. And yeah, I would just sit and constantly think and be in a really dark place. And the idea with this presentation and talking about this is being a little bit more vulnerable and letting you guys know that it is okay to have these issues and feel these things and go through these motions, and that you're not alone. And that the one thing that helped me get through these hard times, and when I say hard times, I mean like 2 to 3 years of times where I felt like this, and then I would pick something up and drop it, you know what I mean? But what I found worked really well is you need to choose yourself. You need to want to feel better, okay? You need to, every single day, choose to wake up, and it starts with, you know, a culmination of small things, whether it's just going on a walk or calling somebody or eating a good meal or doing that. You have to choose to be happy and prioritize your mental health and your physical health, or everything else is gonna suffer. What's good, Ed? It's all good.
You're late, buddy.
It's all good. But
I have to relock.
can we relock that door, please? Thank you. But the point is, there's gonna be a time in everybody's life, whether you're a content creator, whether you're at home watching this, whether you're in my class right now watching this, where you do feel burnt out and you deal with some of these things. And I just want you guys to know that it is okay to feel those things, and you're not alone. I used to hear people say that, and I didn't understand what it meant when they said you're not alone, because I always felt alone because I isolated myself, like I said, and would just sit in my head all day. And it wasn't until I realized that no one is gonna come save you, no one is gonna come grab your hand and pull you out of that place. You have to do that for yourself. You do. You have to want to do it for yourself. You have to choose to be happy. It's a lot harder to do that. It is. It's not easy. None of this is easy. None of what I've done in my life has been easy. And I think that if you guys feel like sitting down and hearing me talk about this, maybe it makes it easy for you to talk about it. There's another time in my life, more recently, where I went through something and it was a little bit harder for me. With Phase and leaving that. It was an organization I was a part of since I was a kid, since I was like 13, 14 years old. And I was a huge fan of it. And I ended up joining. Like I said, I moved into the Phase House. I was the youngest. I spent half of my life, like 14 years of my life in this and building this up. And I really, really cared for this. And it was really hard to come to the decision to just let it go and leave it. But I had to do that. I had to do that for my mental health, and I'm glad that I did it, because also I was able to leave and create something really special with a lot of my friends, with Core, where now we're not dealing with some of the issues that we dealt with in the past. But at the time, when I did it and I announced it on stream, it was really hard for me to talk about, and even now, going back, watching it, it's hard for me to even watch the video and still talk about it, because I just get emotional, you know what I mean? And I feel like there is a time in all of your lives where you guys will feel like that, and it is okay to prioritize your health and mentally, physically, emotionally above everything else. It's okay, and it's also okay to open up and share things and talk to people. And I'm here, like I said, for the next 5 days, and we're gonna do an exercise to end. What was that?
You said exercising?
No, not like actual exercising, but like an exercise to end. But those were a few moments in my life. Like I said, I was in a dark place before I even got started in streaming, and then when I came into streaming, it was something new and fun, and that is what helped me out a lot. Is throwing myself into streaming and trying to build myself back up and reinvent myself like I have done so many times in my career. And from the outside looking in, it may look like it has been easy, but it has not, or that I'm a mentally strong person, but there's a lot of times where I'm not. And even with preparing this class and switching up my curriculum for today and talking about mental health, like I have, it's not something that's easy for me to talk about how, like even earlier this year, I took time off streaming because I left FaZe, and for weeks I was in my room, kind of repeating the same cycle of what happened to me before, where I was just in bed all day wondering what the fuck to do. And I would talk to Rug, who's a great friend of mine, shout out Rug, who also kind of similarly went through the same thing. And we've been friends for a long time, and we both kind of decided together to leave this behind. And, it was a hard decision to make. And even for a lot of the newer guys that were a part of FaZe, Jason, for example, Silky, Ron, it was a decision we all had to came through and or come together to make, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, and looking back on it, it was something that I was really hung up on. Even if I wanted to do it, I caught myself second guessing myself a lot because I knew that if this was the route that I went down, that my life would look a lot different. The responsibilities, the things that came with it, and that's even why now today I have taken streaming and taken a step back from it to try to focus on core and building that out and the bigger picture and moving into a house with, some of the guys who helped me revive the brand that I loved and cared for and spent 15 years of my life building up, to just ultimately end up leaving behind because we made some wrong decisions along the way. And that's what happens. It's just part of the game. There's a lot of things that come with this, being a creator that you can't really prepare for, at least mentally. And all I will say is, something that is good is speaking up about it. I feel like I'm repeating myself a little bit, but I just want you guys to know that inevitably at anyone's point in their career, they're gonna have to deal with this, whether you're a streamer or whether you're not. You'll have to pivot, and you'll have to do it under circumstances where you don't feel good, where you have to stay disciplined and stay passionate, and also at the same time be conscious of your health and mentally, physically, and make sure you're taking care of yourself and the people around you. Otherwise, everything else will slowly fall apart. And I've watched it happen before in the past with other creators who I've been friends with, even times in my life, where I've seen people go down wrong paths, and it's something that, no, it's all good. But yeah, no, it's all good. Like I said, those are 2 times in my life, even now, and everyone raised their hands and said that they had dealt with and had similar issues. And so I have an exercise right now that I want to do. I'm going to hand out some papers, right? Just if you guys are feeling, what's it called? Anything, right? You could put it on this piece of paper and just get it out of your head. You could keep it anonymous. Or you could throw it out. But if you want, you could come bring it up here and turn it in. And at any point in the next 5 days, if anyone in here, and I'm so serious, if anyone wants to talk about anything that they're going through, or if they need some help, or if things are hard, or you don't know kind of how to navigate this situation at Streamer University, you can come talk to me. I am here for all of you guys, and yeah, so I'm gonna hand out some paper. You guys can pass them back, and if you guys want to write down something, like I said, you could keep it anonymous too. And I got pens. Here you go. Here you go. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, you're okay. Here you go.
Here you go. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Here you go. John, anyone?
Young teacher, I need a pencil.
Yeah, right here. Here you go.
Thank you.
Here you go.
Oh, Benji.
Thank
Here you go.
Yo, teach, you got a little something on your ass.
What happened?
Oh.
What happened?
It's chalk.
There's
It's just chalk.
Uh-oh. Is he a part of the class?
I think so. I don't know if it's a part of the country, but it's definitely a part of the class. You gonna let him in?
Oh, yeah, here. Here.
Benji!
Let's go, Benji.
Nice to meet you. I'm so
How you
sorry.
doing?
I'm very late.
It's all good. Adapt, how are you?
Good,
Come on
are
in.
you?
Yeah, chilling.
Okay.
Thank you. Really, bro?
Sorry.
Um,
Can I just say mine instead of writing it down?
yeah, that would be great. So, Benji, if you're late, we're doing a little exercise. This class is more mental health focused, you know what I mean? And talking about different things I've dealt with in my life that I just kind of talked about. But if there should be a paper in front of you, if you want to write something down, you can, that you're dealing with.
He needs a pen.
Oh, you need a pen right here. You said you wanted to just say yours?
Yeah, I don't feel like writing.
Okay. If anyone wants to share theirs openly too, yeah, you can.
I
do that right now.
Put my name on it already.
Or if you want to, no, we could do it whenever. It's all good, Jay
Put
Shot.
my name on it already.
It's all good.
Because I want anyone to know. Like, I don't care. You
Yeah.
know?
Okay. Well, what do you want everyone to know?
So, the biggest thing I have on here is
Hey.
overwhelmed.
Okay.
And I quit my job a year ago from March or May. I went through so much shit growing up. Like, I got fired from multiple jobs for dumb reasons. But when I left my job, I literally had to adapt. I was like, how am I gonna do this full time? I know I could do it. Like, I had a calculator at my job, and I had to sneak under the desk and put numbers in. What do I need to get out of here, you know? What can I get to make? And I feel like the only thing each week that gets me through is numbers, like views, money. Like when you have money, it buys you time. When you get views, it gets you engagement. So like, I get so overwhelmed each week with what's a post on TikTok, when to stream, how many clips do I need, am I growing my Discord, am I selling merch? So it's like, it's so crazy. And I don't know how to just get past the fact that I'm doing great and I need to give myself some credit. And my parents are like, you're doing amazing, you're doing so well. Like, you know, they couldn't grasp it when it first happened because they, you know, they're old school and they have their 9 to 5s, but I said, you know, I could do this.
Yeah.
But Professor Adapt, I am overwhelmed and I don't know how to get past that.
Well, I mean, first of all, you are doing great. You should feel proud of yourself.
Thank you.
And I know that that's hard to feel sometimes. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that, by the way. And it's normal to feel overwhelmed, especially in a place like this. Streamer University, this is not a normal school. This is not something a lot of people have ever gone through or situations. But one thing I did notice you said is you put a lot, like you correlate your happiness and your mental health with the numbers, right? Like weight and like views, like analytics, all that. One thing that I will say is obviously, yes, that is an important metric and a way to be able to track how you're doing and how you're growing on socials. But another thing, because if you just constantly chase that and that's number one in your head, how you are able to see if you're doing good or not, all right? If you put all of the pressure on a video performing well or a stream having a certain number of viewers, you will ultimately just find yourself constantly comparing yourself to different people and past versions of yourself. You need to hold in higher regard the quality of the content that you're putting out and not the numbers. And that is something that is hard to do. It's something I struggled with. When I was in New York, I would upload YouTube videos every day and constantly refresh Social Blade and look at the metrics. And if a video didn't do good that day, I felt like a failure. I felt like I failed that day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not something that's easy to overcome. And I get that you're overwhelmed right now, and it's something that comes with time. But try to find happiness in the content that you're making and also the community that you're building every day. You're doing a great job. I've seen a lot of clips of you. I've seen clips of you before you were even here, and you should feel proud of yourself. And every day, I would say just try to focus on the people who are there for you. And, like making sure that the community, the core community that you're building, right, that's something that you're focusing on. And it's not more so about the numbers, also the quality of content that you put out. Like, you should be able to put a video out and not see the view number at all and still have a smile on your face, no matter what the number on the screen says.
Yeah.
You should be able to still feel good about that and not base your happiness off of if it did well or if it's not. But yeah, being overwhelmed in this space, especially being a newer streamer, is normal. And yeah, I think you're doing great. I think you should feel proud of yourself. And yeah, I appreciate you sharing.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Look at nice.
Yeah.
You're my hero.
If anyone else too wants to talk about it, yeah.
While you were talking, I was thinking about how the experiences with mental health that I've been through, because I've experienced depression and anxiety severe for like 6 years throughout like high school and everything. So I would say, like, specifically feeling like you have nobody, there's people that cannot get out of that mindset, even if there are people that are there for you, and that's something that I dealt with. And I feel like obviously going into something that you like to do to keep your head off of it, like how you said streaming kind of opened up, like it made everything fun. So definitely like having a hobby helped me. And I actually, like, it's not like I felt like I didn't have anybody, I genuinely didn't. Like, I would try to talk to people and I felt like they either weren't understanding where I was coming from, or they either weren't actually listening to me. They'd be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, saying sorry is nice, but like, it's not really a full-on conversation about, how you feel. And I know people are not like supposed to be your therapist or anything, but if you have a friend that you feel close to, it's kind of like difficult trying to have that hard conversation and not feeling like you have somebody there for you. So I feel like if anybody's going through feeling like you have nobody and you actually don't have anybody, you have other people that are experiencing the same thing in their head. Even though they might not be in front of your face, there are also people that are out there going through the same thing. And a lot of us don't really talk about it because we might not want to, or we feel like we're not going to be heard or anything like that. Because I would try to talk about it to my friends. I'd be like, are you dealing with any type of mental illness? A lot of people said they weren't, which is, I was like, damn, I wish I looked like you. But yeah, I had to go through all that by myself. I never had a therapist. I never went like medication or anything. My parents' relationship was not the best. I didn't have the best friendship relationships. I literally went through everything by myself. So I feel like me doing all of that, and it's definitely a mental thing you have to lock in, and it's so hard because you're like fighting yourself in your own head, but you're also fighting to be better, and like those two opposing things are so hard going against each other. But it is possible, and it might take a while. It literally took me to go to college and move out of my hometown for me to like completely get over it. And I'm like, I still struggle here and there. Like, being here, I've just been like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do this. I'm doing everything by myself, but it's possible. And I feel like I'm such a strong person, and you can't allow your brain to stop you from realizing how strong you are, because dealing with a mental illness will break you down and it'll make you forget who you are. So you really have to stay true to yourself, because if not, then you're not going to be able to do what you need to do. So, like this morning I was making all my clips. I was like, let me get up, but I was tired, but I was still doing it. And right now I haven't been thinking about it. So you have to just let go of thoughts, because I would have racing thoughts. I would wake up with my heart pounding from anxiety. The day didn't even get started yet, and I'm anxious. So you really have to just not think so hard about everything, because thinking really long and hard about stuff will ruin a lot of good things.
Yeah.
So that's been my experience, honestly, with mental health.
Yeah, well, first of all, I want to say you're crushing it.
Thank you.
Your video to be a class president was so well made. You did such a good job, and you should be proud of yourself. And you know what I mean? Also, the fact that you're doing this as kind of like a one-person team operation is really hard, and it's not easy. And everything you're doing is something that you should be proud of. And even speaking up now and just letting people know like you go through these things is, I think, really helpful. And also it's something people can relate to, because like you said, when you talk to people, some people say they're okay, but a lot of the times they're not, you know what I mean? And I think stuff like that, speaking about it is helpful. Yeah. Yep, Rizby?
This is just a tip that I personally use, is that basically, you know when you have feelings or thoughts in your mind, and it's like lights popping up in your head. I don't know the scientific reasoning for any shit of that. I'm not smart, right? But anyways, basically, this is one thing I usually do. So the same light for anxiousness, which you brought up, and the same light for and the light for gratefulness, like the feeling of grace. It's the same light in your mind, so you can't really feel anxious and grateful at the same time.
Yes, that's true.
So every morning I always write, I always try to write things I'm grateful for. Like I write like 3 to 5 stuff I'm grateful for every day to just remind me of that, because when you're grateful, you can't really be anxious.
Yeah, that's true. That's something that, honestly, even myself, I catch myself doing whenever I am down, or I'm looking around and I'm looking at the way I feel versus how my life is going, and it doesn't make sense sometimes. And if you take the time to take a step back and get out of your head and look at all the things that you have and try to just express more gratitude, that is true. That is something that helps you overcome being anxious or overthinking or being stuck in your head, just like listing the things that you're grateful for. And like a lot of the times, the majority of the problems that we have are things that we're dealing with. There's a lot of people who would trade our problems and things we're going with for theirs, and things can always be worse. And showing gratitude for the situation you're in, even the struggle, even the fact that you're feeling pressure, even the fact that you're feeling overwhelmed, even the fact that you're having these anxious thoughts, it means that you're doing something great. Like no one has ever achieved anything great in their life without feeling like that, without being in those dark places and pulling themselves out of those and overcoming those thoughts. You know what I mean? Yes.
I was also gonna say, you brought up, wait, what did you bring up again? You said.
I don't even know what the fuck just happened.
Right, okay. So I would also say something to get you out. Oh, anxiousness. On anxiousness, I would say if you guys are like religious or anything, I've been in like religion, like Christian, but obviously, you know, it's kind of, if you're not straight like on it, it's kind of hard to get lost in like worldly things. So I would say just if you are in any type of religion, just having, even not religion, just having a safe space to come back to relax and everything. Like when I got accepted, I was the day before and right before Kai went live, I was like so stressed and like my heart was pounding and everything. And then I literally had to I was like, why am I knew I was getting in. I don't know how, but I knew I was getting, I can like say that. I knew I was getting in. But
you believe in yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you're supposed to.
Exactly. But I was still so anxious because my body was automatically resulting to that. But I had to take a step back. And I believe in God. I don't know about you guys, but I literally the day before I bought like this Bible that had like quotes and stuff on it from the Bible. And when I read the Bible, I just open a random page and it was like, patience, you need to trust in me. Literally the second I read that verse, my body calmed down. I was like, I'm fine. I know I'm gonna get in, just relax. Like it's just having something to go back to that you know brings you peace, whether that's writing your thoughts down, journaling, going on a walk. Something that brings you peace, go back to it, because you don't have to stay in anxiety.
Yeah.
It's so easy to stay in anxiety. And literally after that, I was just sitting down and I got in and I was like,
yeah.
Exactly. Like I already knew I was gonna get in, but I was so stressed. And I'm like, girl, the more you stress out, I truly believe the more you stress over things, the least likely it is to come to you. That's how I believe, because like I'm thinking all these negative thoughts, and you don't want to think negatively, because then negativity will be,
Yeah.
That's how I think about it.
And yeah, if you sit in your head and you think of something like I notice when I'm anxious, is 90% of the time it's about something that happened already that I can't control, or something that may or may not happen in the future. It's almost never a present feeling. And trying to be in the moment and live in the moment and be as present as possible and not sit and think about what you could have done in this situation to be better. It's a lot harder to move forward and focus on your future when you're constantly thinking about your past, you know what I mean? And hung up on the things that you could have done or that you didn't do, or the things that you might do or might not do, and like how you said, like you knew like that you crushed it and that you were gonna get in. I saw the class president video. It's not even up for debate. Yeah, you crushed it, and you're class president for a reason. And even me, when I got called up to speak at the lecture, and even in class right now, like I still am anxious. And like sometimes, if you look at the clip when Kai called me on stage when everyone was there, I was freaking out. My heart was pounding. Even last year when I got picked for Breakout Streamer of the Year, I didn't think I was gonna win, and they actually called my name. And my heart was beating out of my chest when I walked up on the stage, and the best thing I tried to do was calm myself down, be as present as possible, and just believe in myself and talk freely and not get stuck in my head. And yeah, I think you've done a great job, and I appreciate you for sharing. Jason, what was that? Oh, hot dog. Yeah, we're W Hot Dog. Appreciate that. So we got about 11 minutes left. Like I said, there's papers all in front of you guys. If you guys want to write down something, you could turn it in. How some of the students have shared. If you want to talk about it openly here, or if you want to talk about it after class or anytime in the next few days. I just want you guys to know I'm here as a professor, as a resource to you, to help and to make sure you guys don't feel alone, because I know how hard it is. I know you get overwhelmed and anxious, and this is a crazy dystopian vibe going on where everyone's walking around. Cat in the Hat is here, fucking Batman and Robin is here the other day. Phantom turns into Ray Lewis and tackles someone and locks them. It's crazy, but it's fun, and it's important to try to be as present as possible and be grateful. And yes, Jason.
Since we're all sharing stories about like times we've been affected by something mentally.
Yeah.
I'd like to share a story.
Okay.
This was me in high school. I'd say sophomore year, and I was a little shy kid. I was the only child, so I didn't really have much friends, but I had one friend, became my best friend, and homecoming was actually coming up, and I was like, I was talking to this one girl for like a little bit, and I had a crush on her, and I didn't have the courage to tell her, yo, do you want to go to homecoming? But my best friend encouraged me. He was like, yo, do it, bro, you got one life, there's only one homecoming, do it. So I made this poster for her, and I asked her out during cafeteria. It was cute. There's a picture probably somewhere on the internet.
Okay.
It said, "You'll drive me un poco loco if you say yes to Hoko," because she was Latino.
Creative.
So I asked her out, and guess what? She said yes at the cafeteria. I was so happy, so happy.
Okay.
But afterwards, she told me, come to the bathroom, I need to tell you something.
Oh shit.
Yeah. She ended up telling me, no, I can't go with you because I'm going with your best friend.
Ah, damn. She went with your man.
No, he told me to do it, but he knew the whole time that she wanted him and not me.
Damn.
But listen.
Yeah.
I was in a slump for a very long time because of that. I didn't know who to trust. You know what I mean? I got backstabbed basically. But now, look at me. My DMs are flooded. I can't even walk down the hallways without. You know what I'm saying? But life is good. You just gotta keep going.
So that was her best friend. So you talked to him after that?
Yeah, I did, but like I was naive. So.
Heard you slept with his mom too.
Nah. But yeah, that's me.
Well, I appreciate you sharing that. And yeah, that's a great example of you, what's it called? Powering through, you know what I mean? And keep pushing through those hard times. And you could look at yourself now as a good example of someone who is a streamer in this space, who you dealt with a lot of things in your life, and still, you know, you're here. And I obviously know Jason personally, but I think for him in particular, is a great example, because a lot of creators throughout their career, myself, I know Jason can relate, is one of the things that makes it hard is the scrutiny that comes with being a creator, and thousands of people commenting on your life and what they think you should be doing, what they think you're doing wrong, and nitpicking that in your life and telling you what you should be doing. And as a creator, something I learned that helps with all of that, because I used to, when I was young, I used to get a lot of comments on my videos. It was actually pretty funny looking back on it, because I had really severe acne, and people would say I had an advanced UAV on my face, which is a pretty elite insult, I'm not gonna lie, especially coming from a Call of Duty background. But those comments would always get in my head when I was 17, 18 years old. I would read these YouTube comments and genuinely be sad over these things, because I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I can't control this like this, you know what I mean? And at the time, it really bothered me, but over the years, something that I found that helps that is that you just need to not really pay it any mind. There's always gonna be so much more positivity and so much more people that care about you and what you're doing than the negativity. And if you decide to highlight that and focus on that, and it's like a plant. If you're pouring water into that, the negativity will only grow. But if you pour into positivity, that is what is gonna grow, and that is what's gonna breed and expand, and that's what you all should do when faced with online backlash, Twitch chats, Twitter threads, YouTube comment sections.
L's in the chat.
You know what I mean? L's in the chat and L spam, you know? Like, you gotta just focus on the positivity. And I feel like Jason has done a great job of that over the years. And what you built in NMS with your community, you know they always got your back. What's that?
It's a crane.
Oh, yes, that's very important. Yes, that's actually points for Jason.
Thank you.
Yeah, hit a crane shot once upon a time. But anyways, we got about 5 minutes left.
That's party.
Yes, but I want you guys to do something. Out of all you guys, I'm gonna have my chat right now, the flock, pick one person, and you guys pick one person amongst yourselves to try to hit a trick shot across the class. And if you hit the shot, you pass. You guys all pass. You got 100% because there is a GPA system.
I vote Benji.
But you guys have to pick. There's gonna be a trash can. I'm gonna put it all the way over here in this corner. You gotta throw this remote from that side of the room through the trash can. If it gets into the trash can,
I vote
you
J-Shot.
Where's the ball?
you vote who?
J-Shot.
Where's
J
the ball?
J-Shot? J-Shot, you wanna take it? Okay, J-Shot. Wait. We gotta make this a little bit more difficult. It's a little bit of barrel stuff. Okay, hold on. Could you sit in front of Benji, please? Yes. So J-Shot, if you can make that shot into this trash can right here, everybody in the class passes. Everybody in the class passes, gets a passing grade. You just gotta knock it down. And if you don't, the flock is gonna pick one person, yeah? You just gotta put that remote in that trash can. 100% for everybody. You got this, J-Shot.
Come on, Jay. Jay.
Pointed at Earth. I want J-Shot.
Jay.
You got it. Go ahead, knock it down.
Take your turn. Take your turn.
Yeah. Hey. Oh! Hey, it's okay. Listen. Okay, there's one more. Flock, y'all get to pick one person to shoot, and then that's it. Who do y'all want? Me?
Yes, you the guy, man. Come on.
You want me to shoot?
Somehow you don't fake your shit.
Come on,
You want me to shoot it?
It's
a trash can?
You gotta be far away.
Go across the room though.
Yeah, I gotta make it a little bit more difficult. Okay. So I gotta make this remote into that trash can. And if I make this, you guys are sure you want me to take the shot?
Yeah. Make it.
Okay. Then everybody passes.
Come on, Daddy.
This is kind of far. It's kind of far though. All right.
And that's it.
Aired it. It's okay. It's okay. 0 for 2. 0
Let's
for
get a
2.
female.
Yeah. yeah, go ahead.
Class president.
I'm not
Class
good at
president.
basketball.
Class president.
Wait, where am I doing it from?
Yeah, that is.
Aired mine.
Where am I doing it from?
Right.
Right there is fine. Right there is fine.
Oh, you know, that was funny.
You knock it down into this trash can right here. Everyone's passed.
Are you sure you want to stand there though?
What?
Are you sure you want to stand there?
I believe that she can knock it down.
Okay.
Wait. Oh! It almost ricocheted.
So close.
That was a good look.
That was so.
All right.
I'm fine, I got it.
Jason, you want to try it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, fine. Jay, you got it.
He retries.
Yeah.
Or,
Team 3. Oh, it's okay. All right. Well, listen. Thank you guys all for attending my class. Like I said, if you guys want to turn in those papers, and if you want to talk about it, I'm here for the next 5 days. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to show up, and thank you. Appreciate this.
My two worst,
So you have
Right now-
you're dealing with a bad haircut and a stutter.
and
I have
been dealing with a stutter.
been in these situations before we get there. Okay, we're gonna take some time. We'll talk. Yeah, all right. Appreciate you. Thank you, Jay Shot.
I
Thank you,
teach.
Benji.
I teach.
Yeah, all right.
I teach.
All right, Jay.
See you, bro.
Bad haircut and stutter. I had both of those in my life, and a crane, and a hot dog. Yeah, of course. How you feeling? Good, Ed? Yeah.
It comes with like values, mental brain,
Yeah.
and everything like that. What's an advice that you have that you learned from phase, transition up to core, just building a group, like just for longevity, everything?
I will say that you don't need a massive production team. You don't need millions of dollars. You don't need a bunch of people behind you. If you look at Core and what we did, it's just 6 of us.
Right.
It's 6 of
You
us.
just keep it all amongst you 6.
Our cameraman, it's just all in-house. Ideally, we would get to a point, and I think we're at a point where we can start to build out our own team. But you don't need that. You just need everybody aligned in the house. And you guys all got to work toward one goal, one group goal, whether that's a YouTube video a week, a stream concept. Get everybody aligned and run at it. And yeah. That's what I would say. And if you want to talk about it some other time,
Yeah, other time.
Yeah.
I'd love to, yeah. And then real quick, can I get one picture on
Yeah, of course.
Hey man, great experience, great time. We shot to learn. Great shot.
All right, Jay. Bang.
Class, man.
Yeah,
Bang.
don't worry about the screen.
All right. Oh, there it is.
3, 2, 1.
Awesome. Thank you, Ed.
Appreciate it, bro.
All right, I'm gonna talk to you.
Sounds good.
Good class.
Thank you so much.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
Take care. Yeah, of course. Jay Shaw.
Amazing class.
Thank you,
Want
bro. I
to get
appreciate
a
it.
quick flick?
Yeah, of course.
All right, thank you.
All right, Brother
Me and this into you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I was also wondering, like, in the clip you did,
Yeah.
was it called like an 1800 infinite fade that you did, or whatever that was called?
That was close.
That was close?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was a 1080 Predator missile cancel face shot wall bang sui.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah. Okay, that's what I meant.
But you were really close.
Okay, good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so
for
nice
showing
to
up.
meet you. My cameraman, like, obviously he couldn't come, but he loves you. So just wanted to
Let him know that I got love for him too. Take care.
I thank you so much.